All right, it's official. Jeff Brohm and the Louisville Cardinals, they're cooking up something pretty special down there on campus. Because the Cardinals just landed a couple of huge commitments, vaulting them to the number 4 ranked class in the entire transfer portal. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ACC Uprising. I appreciate you all rocking out here with me today. We are going to talk about the Louisville Cardinals and what Jeff Brohm is doing to this program, because blink and you'll miss it. In the modern college football era, a team like Indiana can go from being a hapless organization to being the future national champions if they can win just 2 more games. Well, Louisville isn't coming from as low of a place, but they are following that sort of blueprint in the transfer portal, completely remaking their roster and finally getting ready to push themselves into ACC title contention. So in this video, we are going to break down what they are doing in the portal, who are their 2 new star transfer commitments, and what should Cardinals fans be getting excited about. Before we jump into that, guys, make sure you hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Subscribe if you are a fan of ACC football and you're new around here. Today, we're going to be talking about Louisville, but we put out videos yesterday on Miami, Virginia Tech, UVA. We cover every school in the ACC here. So whether you are a fan of Louisville, a fan of a different team, doesn't matter. Just want to know what's going on in the transfer portal. Hit that subscribe button because this channel, ACC Uprising, is a place for you. Let me catch my breath. I got a little excited. I do this to myself. I get so far ahead of myself. And I'm looking at my camera right now, and I got on this bright Kelly green shirt, which I'm realizing I didn't even put in the second button. Let me fix that real quick. Got this bright Kelly green shirt. I should have red on. I should have red because the past week, ever since the transfer portal is open, it belonged to Jeff Brohm. Let me transition you into the headline. The Cardinals have secured commitments from UNC edge rusher Tyler Thompson and Vanderbilt wide receiver Tre Richardson. As I mentioned in the intro, Louisville is now ranked 4th in On3's transfer portal rankings, only trailing Texas Tech, Indiana, and Texas A&M. And here's the thing. With Indiana being in their run through the college football playoff, as soon as their season ends, they're presumably going to lose some players to the transfer portal, so their ranking could actually go down. It's possible that as we sit here today having this conversation, Louisville has a top 3 class in the entire transfer portal. Whether things pan out or not, whether they have this season that all their fans are hoping for or not, the fact that they're in this position is a testament to the hard work that Jeff Brohm and his staff are doing. So once again, nothing but a round of applause. You can't do anything but commend good work when you see it. And that's what you see when you look at Louisville right now. With all the news you hear from James Franklin and Blacksburg and, oh, the ACC is changing. Virginia Tech's 2nd. Louisville is 1st in the ACC for their portal dominance. Now let's talk about these players here. Tyler Thompson comes in as the 152nd ranked player in the portal according to On3. Coming over from the University of North Carolina, so weakening one of your rivals in the conference. He is a 6'4", 225-pound edge rusher, more of an outside linebacker type than a brutish defensive end. He is a former 4-star recruit, the number 32 ranked edge player and number 11 ranked player in North Carolina in the class of 2023. So good numbers all around the board there. He played 3 years at UNC, although he comes in with 2 years of eligibility remaining. Last year, on Bill Belichick's defense, he had 26 tackles, 7 sacks. Louisville fans, I know you love to hear that. I'll say it again for you. I'll say it seductive if you want. 7 sacks. Big time numbers, 2 forced fumbles, and a pass deflection. Now, all of his sacks came in a 4-game span in the middle of the season. Some of them were against Cal. I think he had 2 in that game, 1 against UVA, 1 against Syracuse, and then he closes it out with 3 against Stanford. You would like to see the production more spread out across the entire season, but the bottom line is you did see the potential that made him such a high recruit coming out of high school. And considering that was his first season with sustained playing time, now that he's got that experience under his belt, he goes to an ascending program, you think that we are going to see the best of Tyler Thompson in the near future. Now he joins fellow edge rushers Gerard Smith and Jacob Smith, who came from Kentucky and also committed to Louisville. This is really big because Louisville needed some pass rushing juice. Now the big man, Lubin, 8.5 sacks, team lead last year, he's back. You could have lost him to the NFL. He could have gone to the draft. Probably would have been drafted too. That's a really good player right there. but he said, no, you know what? I want to run it back at Louisville. So you now team him up with this improved cast around him. That's big because Wesley Bales had 6 sacks last year, but he is out of eligibility. Nobody else had more than 4 sacks, right? So you needed to support your big man, your big star, and give him complementary pieces. You don't want offensive lines knowing exactly who they're supposed to key on, who they are supposed to target every time the ball is snapped, and it's an obvious third down passing situation. Okay, we're going to get a chip here. Okay, we're going to double. Okay, we're going to keep the running back in and block right here. We only have to worry about one side of the line. We're not worried about the other side. If this pans out and you get from Tyler Thompson what you are expecting to, then that is a big move and it makes the Louisville defense much more dangerous. The Cardinals last season were 42nd in the country and 5th in the ACC in sack percentage at 6.62%. Thompson should certainly give a boost out there. So Louisville fans, or just ACC fans in general, UNC fans as well, because hey, you know this guy pretty well. What are your thoughts on this move? Jump down in the comment section and let me know about it. Now that's only one of 2 big pieces that we are here to talk about in this video today. The other one is wide receiver Tre Richardson, the 81st ranked player in the portal, according to On3, so about 70 spots higher than Tyler Thompson. Now, this guy had a very unique path. He started at a junior college, Hutchinson Community College. Then he goes to D2 Washburn College in Kansas. Last year was his first at Vanderbilt. First at an FBS school, let alone a P4 school. It ends up being for a very good Vanderbilt team. And you know what? He wasn't just riding the coattails. He wasn't just latching on to Diego Pavia and Clark Lee. He wasn't just there for the ride. He was the team leader in receiving yards. He had 46 receptions, 806 yards, and his 7 receiving touchdowns tied for a team high. Also averaged 17.5 yards per reception, showing that he can be an explosive player. Now he's more on the diminutive size, 5'10", that's not too bad, 175 pounds, so don't expect him to be the most physical player in the world, but still he is very productive and he's got burst. This is huge for Louisville since Chris Bell, who everybody knows and loves, Chris Bell declared for the NFL draft, and Colin Lacey is out of eligibility. So Richardson, coming off of being the leading receiver at Vanderbilt, led the team in receiving yards, tied for the team in receiving touchdowns. He was a trustworthy target for a player that went to the Heisman ceremony last year, and you saw what his team did as a whole. Almost knocked the door down and got into the college football playoff, something that Louisville is hoping to do this season. He will presumably be catching passes from the former Ohio State quarterback and Louisville transfer commit, Lincoln Kienholz, who only needed 1 day. The transfer portal opened, and the next day, he said, give me the paper, let me sign the dotted line, I'm going to Louisville. A former top 200 recruit, number 15 quarterback in the class of 2023. This is the new version of Louisville, and it's looking very promising. Now, I don't want to talk your guys' heads off all day, but this is what I will say before I close out this video. JEFF BROHM is doing his damn thing. I said this at the start, you have to give credit to him here. When you see good work, you have to acknowledge it, you have to commend it, you have to respect it, and that's what's happening with Louisville. Back-to-back 9-4 seasons, coming off of a bowl game win against Toledo, 27-22. You beat them in the Boca Raton Bowl. He could be content. He could say, all right, the program's consistently winning. 9-4, who's complaining about 9-4? Who's going to do that? That's a solid record. We're good. People don't respect the ACC anyway. We're not going to make the commitments. We're not going to make the investments. No, we're just going to leave this where he is. No, he says, we have gotten to the point where we're having sustained success. We have proven that we know what we are doing. And now we are taking the chips, we're shoving them into the center. We're going to go get a Lincoln Kienholz. We're going to go get a Tre Richardson. We're going to go get a Tyler Thompson. We're going to bolster this class as best we can. And we're going to have the number 4. I keep coming back to this. The number 4 class in the transfer portal last year. So Louisville is officially, with the moves they are making, they're officially saying, hey, ACC, we came close. We are here to make it to the conference championship game. We're here to win an ACC title, and we're here to bang the doors down and get into the college football playoff. So as I wrap up this video, my question for each and every one of you watching this, specifically the Louisville fans, is how are you guys feeling right now? How excited are you? What are the emotions there? If you're anywhere near the campus, if you're on campus even, what is the energy like? What are your expectations for this season? I definitely want to hear from all of you. I will be reading and responding to as many comments as I possibly can. But I'm going to go ahead and head on out of here. I do appreciate each and every one of you joining me here and rocking out on ACC Uprising. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and we will catch you in the next one.